I want to ask you one funny question before we leave it. We usually ask people of all time, but I want you to give me your top 5 rappers when you was in jail. You know, when I started the show with Juice from Rakim, but I want you to pick your top 5 rappers when you was going through that shit in there. What music was you listening to then?
Well, my anthem, what I can tell you is when I got out, I had an anthem that I lived by for a long time, and that was Mobb Deep's Hell on Earth. Because it represented, Hell on Earth represented everything that I was going through. And so that was one of my favorite songs. But if it comes down to what I think the top 5 rappers, obviously you have to put Rakim in there. I think Biggie would be in the top 5. Jay-Z, Pac. I don't know, and from that, from there, I think a lot of people are on the same. They're probably right up there on the same level. I put about 5 or 6 people at number 5. But
yeah, I would do number 5 for you. 50 Cent. Yeah, boy, cut the check. Let's just.
Indeed.
Let's get 50 Cent in that. Let me help you, attorney. That boy cut the check.
If you look behind me, you'll see his book. You'll see 50's book right here.
Oh yes.
Yeah, his book is right there. So that's my man. You see, 50's book is right there. So yeah, 50 would be in the top 5, and there would be a number of other people along with 50 in the top 5, but not during his era. I mean, I think 50 and 50's era is number 1.
Yeah, he's number 1 in his era. Yep.
Yeah. He controlled the rap game for a minute. So yeah, I gotta put him there. But
all right, my brother, thank you so much for checking up on us. I want to thank BX Ho for making this happen as well. I appreciate you, my brother. I really want to meet you in person too, if you give me the honor, man, because I'm into people, man. I'm into people who get beat up, get stomped down, and rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Like, I'm into that. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? I love, because everybody think they war ready, but they don't know they war ready until they go through war. And you went through shit.
Yeah. You can never even imagine it. You could never imagine it unless when you're talking about a life sentence and being in a maximum security prison, that's all out war with no rules attached to it. So I agree with you, Fat Joe, and the honor would be mine. Anytime you want to get together, I'm good.
Yeah, Isaac, let me tell you something, man. Just I know you don't like to revisit that, but man, that shit is crazy, man. And I have a friend that's an attorney, right? And I asked him about somebody who's possibly, I can't big it up too much because then the people know what I'm talking about, but probably the illest dude of all time, the illest of all time. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, I said, yo, when they gave him life and you went back to the cell with him, you see, Joe, he had tears in his eye. I'm talking about the illest ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I sit there, I was like, damn, that shit hard, let alone that. And then, like, shout out my brother Pistol Pete, man. I would love for you to do a show too. He has a show, Dog